is that first off, she's very affectionate. We love that she's so loving, loves her hugs. She thinks she's a lap dog. She likes to be in your lap. She's very smart, even though sometimes she doesn't do exactly what you tell her to do. She's very much in love with every four-legged dog animal. She does like her humans, especially certain ones. She loves Mike and her dad, and she really loves Jordy. But she can be shy when she wants to, but she is such a loving dog. She's sassy. She loves her pool out in the backyard, especially when the boys are in it.
Get out, Claire.
She likes the table here, and she likes to be fussy, and she likes to show off. Standard Poodles come from Germany. Most people think they come from France, but they are actually have a German origin. It's just that the French people really they fell in love with poodles so much that they kind of adopted them as theirs. So a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's a French poodle," when actually it isn't. It comes from Germany. But Standard Poodles are the original poodles, and all of the other poodles, the miniatures and the toys, are bred down from the Standard. They are the older of the three breeds. She's about average in size, or a little bit small maybe for her size, but they can be a little bit larger, especially the males. They are water retrievers, actually. So they were bred to retrieve ducks from the hunters when they would shoot them. My first poodle did not like water, but this one would live in the pool all year round, I think. When I was a teenager, I had a job with a local veterinarian. And one of the vet techs that worked there, she bred miniature poodles. Actually, they were chocolate brown, like Chocolaty Claire. And I got to know her quite well and her little poodles. And my parents got me my first dog, and it was actually the toy poodle. And I just loved my little toy poodle, or miniature poodle. And then a few years ago, about 20 years ago, I got my first Standard poodle. And she just took our hearts away. And from then on, so when I first started my business, actually, because poodles were my favorite breed, my husband suggested actually that a poodle had to be in the name. But because I was an actual out-of-house groomer, I didn't really like Heather's Poodle Parlor because my house didn't seem like so much of a parlor. So he's like, well, why don't we just call it Heather's Poodle Care, because you like to care for poodles. And I'm like, perfect. So that's where my name came from. I love everything about poodles. All poodles, Standard and miniature and toy, they're all just, I love the fact that I can turn them into something different every time I groom them. They don't always have to have the same haircut. You can creatively groom them, which I found out about one year when I went to a conference, and I'm like, first time I ever saw my first Standard poodle done as a big bird, and I was just so in awe, and I'm like, I have to do this when I go home. So even though I never had a white poodle, I did dye my mother's dog in he was apricot, and he got to be a punk rocker for a while. So yeah, I just love everything about the breed, because they are very proud of themselves when they get their hair done. They like to prance around and parades when they're all fussied up. The people they actually have a following. They have a fan club, and they know it, and they like to show off. And I like this show off bit of these guys. Right, Claire? Yeah, you're show off. So Claire is going to be a pony, My Little Pony, when it comes to the hopefully when Canada Day parade comes along, and we can get her all gussied up. So that's why she has a mane starting right now.